This is the third of 4 videos. We are now picking up on Word page 34, and where we are at is where I left off with page 33. Okay, so what I want to do is hit Control Home, which is going to take me back to the beginning of the document. Let me make Control Home, put my cursor at the very beginning of it. Click to the left at paragraph 1. That's over here. Click the Insert tab. Well, actually, don't click out here because, well, let me see if it works. And I'm going to find my pictures, and I'm going to hit, which one did they want me? Number 2. And if you want to see what the picture is before, you can always hit up here and it'll say like large icons, and I want to, yes, that's one that looks like Amazing Fishing Dock. Okay, now notice when I did that, I highlighted the whole sentence. It said click to the left. Notice how it replaced my whole entire sentence. I don't like that. I obviously don't want that. So instead, I should have clicked in front of the T. Okay, so we'll go ahead and insert that picture. There you go. Now that first sentence is still there. Okay, a lot of times when you are, if you highlight a line and you insert something, it's going to replace it. Okay, so let's go to number 2. We're going to select the contents of the width box. Now it's up here where the size is. We're going to click in there and we're just going to type 3.5, which means we're going to make that picture. If you look at the ruler, it's going to go to about this width right here. So I just hit enter, and sure enough, it's 3.5 length. You're going to click the wrap text button. So ignore this layout options right here. They're wanting you to go up here to the wrap text. You're going to click the down arrow and you're going to click on square. That means that you can get words to wrap around it, but it's going to be in the square shape around it. You know, like if you had a circle here, sometimes you can get words to wrap around the circle, but here, if it was a square, if there was a circle there, it would still be a square outline on the left here, or square lineup. Then we need to go down to number 3. So we're click Picture Effects and the Pictures Style group. Now, remember, if you clicked off of your picture, you will not see it. You'll pull your hair out. You have to make sure you double click on your picture. Then there's the picture styles and point to bevel. Oh, well, actually, click picture effects first in the picture styles group. There's the group, picture effects. And then they want you to click bevel, and they want you to click 3D options. I want to warn you though, they're not talking about this 3D. They're talking about in the bevel. So go down to 3D options. They want you to, over here on the right, those are the settings, and they want you to change the settings the same as the picture that's on page 35. So on the top bevel, they're wanting you to make it a slope bevel, and that's this one. Then they want for you to do a contour color, so make sure you're got in the contour box here. And they're going to do the dark 25% red again. And then the last one, they're going to do material right here. And you know what's funny, when I first did this, notice how in your book material is the last icon. So me being visual, I did the lighting being my last icon right there. For some reason my keyboard keeps trying to get me to find stuff, so please ignore that pop-up. I apologize. Okay, so anyway, when I first started this, I got in the wrong one, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't find it, can't find it, can't find it. So make sure that you click on the material, and when you do, you're going to want to pick powder. So you can see the kind of differences it made to the picture. If you kind of want to see the differences it made, you can actually hit back and forward, see what happened. Okay, so we're done with that. Now number 4, with the picture still selected, click the References tab up at the top. We're getting ready to add a caption. This is pretty cool. Where it says Insert Caption. In figure 1, you're going to hit a colon, and then you're going to type in view from Pacific Rim Lodge. Okay, and hit OK. Now it's yellow, don't worry about that, we'll fix that here in a minute. Select all the text in the caption, including figure 1. I like to triple click, and that's a shortcut. Or you can just highlight all of it, but triple click will get you a whole sentence or a whole paragraph. Click the Home tab. Change the font color to red, and this is darker 50%. This is the only time I remember seeing it darker 50%. I'm going to hit that darker 50%. Click the line and paragraph spacing button, and then we're going to remove space before the paragraph. That way we can get that right up against the picture. And click the More button in the Styles group. Here's the Styles group, so we're going to click the More button. And then right-click Caption and Update to Match Selection. So from now on, if I put a caption in any pictures in this document, it's going to automatically have that formatting. That is so cool. Again, this is right now in our CIS classes, our homework, we don't need to do this, but in the professional world, knowing these kinds of things just bump you up above the next person. So we're going to scroll to the bulleted list below. Now, not the list, the bulleted list. So here we go. Those 3 items. Click the first bulleted item, and then click the bullets arrow. That's up here. Click the arrow, and then define a new bullet. So I want to make my bullets. You can actually make bullets that are pictures of your kids. That's how cool it is. So we're going to define a new bullet, and then I'm going to click on Symbol. And then you could dig through all these symbols, but I want to instead go down to a different font called Wingdings, which is, most of us have gone through our computer when we first got it back in the day and looked at Wingdings and a bunch of funny shapes. And that's actually a font. And then you can go down here in the bottom. You can either search through all that, or you can go down here on the bottom and just type in 216. Would you know that number? No, they just gave it to you. But you can find these numbers online too. So if you were online and they said this certain symbol and this number, then you can just simply go in there and type in which font and then type in that number, and you have your symbol. Very, very, very cool. You may never use it again, yeah, but in the professional world, you can't take that risk. You may really use it again. Okay, I like this Celtic stuff. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool looking. Anyway, I'll ignore that. And then you're going to click the OK, and then you're going to click Font, and you're going to click Red, Accent 6, darker 25, and then click OK, and then click OK again. Okay, notice your bullets turn this beautiful red. So let's go to number 7. We're going to click the View tab, and in the navigation pane checkbox, make sure that this is checked, and that will open up this little search box thing. Or you can hit Control F, but that's something you may never have to memorize. It's just something that came out of my head. I apologize. You can click the headings if necessary. Now, a lot of people look up here, and what they mean is this word headings. And so now all your headings are lined up. That's cool. And we're going to click Activities and go directly to that heading, and then we're going to click the placeholder. Now, they do not want you to click the paragraph mark. I don't know why. I apologize, but what will happen is when you go to highlight stuff, it will almost seem like it's automatically doing that, highlighting it. So my recommendation is come to the left and go to the right, and it will bump over, and you just keep doing it until until you get it to go between the two. So we're going to click the Insert tab. I'm going to click Smart Art, and this is one of my favorite things if you guys ever get a chance to play with this. These are little cool graphics you can make. I love how I can make a list of items, make them look pretty, do cool stuff. I'm going to click on Picture though. This means that I'm going to have, and I'm going to click Bending Picture Caption List. That means that I'm going to have something that I can add a picture to. Okay, so you're going to select the bending picture caption list, which I just did. Click OK. So we're going to click on the far left picture image. They're talking about this one. You could do over here also. Either one's fine. It doesn't matter. They're getting kind of, you know, I just clicked the first one. You're fine here. So if I hit browse, and then I'm going to go find my PR203. Let me see, right there. Then I'm going to type storm watching. There you go, and it automatically makes it fit. And then you're going to do the remaining blocks. This is going to be the 4. And this one is going to be the, I believe, this crazy looking beach critter runaway looking thing. I wouldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole, but anyway, probably some plant. And where this surfboard is, we're going to add surfing, and then where the beach stuff is, we're going to add that, and then just click off of it, and you can see, you know, your finished product. Now, what they're wanting you to do on number 10, they're going to want you to click this box, and this box, and this box, but they want you to select them all at once. Well, if you hit the first one, hit Control, and click the second one, it'll work. Now, here's what sometimes happens. If you double click in there, and you hit Control, it will not get the other boxes. So what you do is just click off, click on it once, like that. Hold down Control, and click on the rest. So if you get to where you can't get them to select them all, click off of it and then click back on once. Or what I did is a lot of times do is hover over the side of it whenever I'm doing it, not in the middle, and it'll help you. So if you have trouble with that, just finagle and play with it, because it will happen. It's just you're clicking the wrong spot or something. And then we're going to go to the shape fill list arrow. Okay, let me pause for a second. Remember where we're at. Oh, excuse me, the Smart Art Format tab. And then we're going to do the Shape Fill list arrow right here. And then we're going to change that to the red accent 6 darker 50. And what's cool is when it does that, it automatically changes your words over to white. It's got a formatting thing in there. You don't have to do it yourself. And then just deselect it, and let's hit save. Okay, so this is the end of video 3 and one more video.